everybody, this is Mateo, and can we please be done with the side quest stuff? There's an actual story here, and a world in peril. And, oh. We are done. We're finally starting the story again. Finally. Hooray! How did lightning start in a cave? Ah, well, whatever. So finally, we are starting the sealed cavern, which introduces and is the only dungeon, I believe, that uses ropes. And you can basically use those to get down to different levels. And it also has these enemies, trapdoors. Basically, every single door in here is a trapdoor. Now basically, what you want to do is it will cast that scan type attack on one of your party members, and then you want to take Reflect and cast Reflect on that party member. And then, the door will practically commit suicide. Knife Dimension is an automatic death attack, and by reflecting it, it will basically kill itself. So, that's an easy way to get rid of those guys. And normally they are extremely annoying, they have a pretty hefty physical attack, and when you kill them, they'll spawn a different monster that you have to take care of. We're keeping the throwing weapon. Although I believe that even though they have the same attack power, throwing weapons are a little weaker than normal weapons. Also, we have evil bats. They are no longer bloody or British, but they are now evil. Evil! So, like before, they cast the very weak vampire spell to kind of heal them and just take a long time. So the bats are more annoying than anything, which is by far the bat standard. So, at least it's not casting Confuse, right? Well, this is basically Leech Life that it's casting right now. Extremely weak and barely healing itself and barely doing any damage. So, other than the confusion, these things are basically Zubat. And they even kind of look like Zubat. I mean, they're purple and stuff. We just need Zubat to grow a nose and an actual face. And then we'll have it. We just poisoned a poison-type Pokemon. That's impossible! Oh, wait, no. I was just saying that these are Zubats. That doesn't actually make them Zubats, unfortunately. Or, actually, that would be pretty bad, because I think that was a little overkill. Well, then. Probably a Fire would have gotten rid of them. I guess they're weak to fire. And we can climb up this rope and check out this room. And once again, the door transformed. But I'm going to cut out those battles like any other random battle. I've already shown them once, and just showing that strategy every single time would get annoying to people. And that's progress, so we want to open these two doors and get whatever's inside, which could very well include absolutely nothing. That's another thing about this dungeon, a lot of these doors lead to absolutely nothing, as you can see. So it would have been better to just skip those two doors, but oh well, experience. Now, is there anything else that I missed in here around this platform? Nope. Wait, yeah, no. Okay. Don't go down the rope. Don't burn it either, Rydia. So then. Another enemy, the Screamer. Okay. Basically, I don't even know about these guys. I completely forgot about them, like half the monsters in this game. Well, not so much half, but these guys I just don't run into very often. So, just regular old stuff. I don't know if they do anything special. Because Cecil completely destroys all of them. So, you know, just whatever. Bleh enemies. Sometimes the rope will be cut, and then you'll just climb back up. And we can get a Bestiary. If only that actually completed our Bestiary right then and there. That would make this a lot easier, but whatever. We're still going to get it done. So, now let's try all these doors, and we get absolutely nothing. Yeah. Oh, something. A treasure chest. Light sword. Nice. That's a new sword for Cecil. It's much more powerful, and has the Holy Elemental on it, I believe. So anything that's weak to Holy will get hurt, and we can also give him back his Aegis shield. Or Aegis shield, whatever. It's like a Shura and a Sura. 2 more chests, so let's grab them. Fuma Shuriken, nice. Elixir, nice. I like this room. Oh, 1 more. Light curtain. Nah. Meh. What else do we have? This is most likely empty. Yes, it is empty. After 2 treasure rooms in a row, you have to kind of expect these ones to be empty. Oh, a save point. So we are going to use a tent here, or maybe 2, depending on how hurt we are. Again, just trying to get rid of those tents, because I bought a little too many. The cottage is just so much better at this point in the game, because they'll fully heal you no matter what. Now, how you can manage to carry like 30 cottages, as well as everything else for that matter, with you, I have no idea. Likewise, how does Link carry all those equipment stuff? We got a Kotetsu and a Black Cow. Now, I believe the Kotetsu is actually a downgrade. Yeah, see, it's equal to the full moon, but the Kiku Ichi Monchi is much better, but the Black Cow is an upgrade for Edge, so at least he has that. Moving along, and around the edge, there's another trapdoor. So, hooray for that, and we have an ether. Oh well. That's somewhat okay. I mean, if you're in a pinch and you need more MP, you could just use 10 or so ethers to get it back to max, so it's nice to have those around. And then you could use that magic to cure, so whatever you may need it for, you can do that for. What am I doing? Oh, I was checking if that was a trapdoor. Apparently that's not a trapdoor, so I lied. This place isn't all trapdoors. Now, that rope might look like it's cut, but it actually isn't. Bell of Silence. You actually go on through. It's like there are layers. See? Oh my god! 3D technology! And absolutely nothing. Hooray! How many times will I fall for that? Every single time. Oh wow, lots of boxes. Dry ether, it's a failure of a maze. You could just go around the other way. And here's another new enemy, Miss Vamp, who should be at the very top of the screen, but it looks like it's floating because of it. I mean, it's supposed to be like coming out of the ceiling, but that was just kind of failure. It basically has a strong physical attack. It might cast Vampire, I don't know. I mean, it's supposed to be a vampire type creature. And because of that, it is weak to fire, as well as swords. As always, everything is weak to swords. And lances. Firaga is still probably overkill, but especially when we only have 2 lethal bats left, so let's go for 6,000 damage. Really, these things only have like 1,000 HP at the most, maybe 2,000 at this point, but it's... a Fira should do just fine. I'm just being overkill. See, 4,000 and 3,000, way too much. Either way, what are we doing? Using items, like ethers. Oh yeah, she's almost out. Wow. So see, this is what ethers are good for. If you just don't have enough MP to bring you to the next save point, you can do that, and then once you get there, you can use the cottage and get it all back. And another new enemy, Chimera Brain. It starts off with an attack called Blaze, which does quite a bit of damage. This is probably the most dangerous enemy in this dungeon, except for the trapdoors, if you don't know how to deal with them. Blaze is an ice type elemental spell, by the way, not fire type like you might think. And then, basically that's it. Other than that, it's not really all too dangerous. It might recast Blaze after a while. Even with the name Blaze, you'd think that would be a fire type, but no. No, it's not as simple as Pokemon. Mist Breath was probably a bit of overkill, but really you can't do much else. Oh, that thing will absorb magic, so you don't want to cast magic on it. That's why I used to summon, and a non-elemental summon at that. So here we are at the next save point, so we can tent up and move on. This is the last save point of this area, I believe. So, hooray, we're making it through story! Story! An actual progression, although not really, not yet. No story progression yet, but in a second we will. I don't feel like wasting a cottage just to get that little bit of MP back, so we're just going to Ether. And move on. So here we go. There are 2 ways to go. One way is the right way, and the other way is the wrong way. However, or they could be both wrong ways. Yeah, they're both wrong ways, never mind. We just had to circle around, go in there, and... Yep, oh, hi. So, one last door, and we're in the crystal room now. So let's just grab the crystal. And, yeah, I'm surprised that even though we opened the door, Goldbez didn't try anything, like he didn't come in here himself, even though he'd been trying to open the door for so long now. Did he just give up and leave? Well then. Oh great, it's that not Final Fantasy V. It's that Star Wars 5 moment again. I'd still play that clip, but I can't find it anywhere. It's the garbage scene. Either way, Demon Wall. Stone Gaze could paralyze you, and it looks like we're not attacking it, but it actually moves forward, and eventually, if you let it get far enough, it will look like you're attacking it. You're gonna want to cast slow on it first of all, because if it reaches you guys, it'll start just instant killing all of you. So don't even let it do that. Excuse me. So just kill this thing quickly, like everything else, but this thing especially. And it is so freaky. I mean, it's like a person, a giant dead person inside of a wall. And you can see its ribs and its skull and its claws are kind of coming out a bit. And Stone Gaze is a slowing petrify spell, which if you let it be there for a while, that person will be stoned. So now that we have them slowed, we just want to haste up our best attackers and Rosa, so she'll be able to cast haste even quicker. It's because they're both girls and their names start with R and their names end with A and they're both spellcasters. That's why I get them confused. Edge. But yeah, have your physical attackers attack. Rydia cast blizzard spells. Rosa just do her haste and curing thing as needed. Apparently I'm just going to let Edge die now. Or not die, just get stoned, but whatever. He's the weakest member for a very long time. Until you start getting into later boss fights and are able to get Fuma Shurikens easily, then he's actually pretty good. Oh great, now we have 2 people stoned, or about to be stoned, but yeah, we're actually going to heal Edge because he's had that for a while and he's probably going to be stoned soon. And even if we aren't able to cure this Slowing Petrify, Asuna will still cure the regular Petrify. And Cecil has access to Asuna too, so that is like the only white magic spell of his that's actually useful. That and teleport, but you teleport out of the dungeon, you could just use a cottage or whatever, and the MP is healed, so it doesn't matter who uses that. Now we're going to haste up Cecil. Zerking him would probably work, but we need that Asuna to cast Asuna, but did I just say we need that Asuna to cast Asuna? Yo, whatever. We beat him pretty easy. Now we can get out of here, so by the time I get to the save point, I believe I'm just going to cut back to the entrance because we can't teleport out of this place for whatever reason. So I'll just cut to the entrance. Yep, here we are, back at the entrance, except this is why we couldn't teleport out. Story stuff! Story, story, story! And Golbez is finally doing stuff. Okay, Kain. Oh, no. Kain is evil again. So you want to make sure you unequip his stuff before you get to that point. And the Tower of Babel, we were there, and Kain's a silent antagonist at this point. Stop! No! Oh, he did it anyways, and then Golbez has the generic evil laughter. Hooray. And I will see you all next time with Cecil being a silent protagonist. Bye. We're doomed!